What's happening, highway hounds and road dogs and bass backwards people like me? Hey, let's go for a ride. Short little ride. Might be a little loud, but you can handle it for a minute, can't you? I know you guys like going for rides in the big truck. It's a good day to be crazy. Let me roll my window up a little bit. Just going for a short piece over here to the half-pack Lloyd boxes we're going to pick up and empty. Oh, Mr. Adorable. Holy cow. Have you got a fan? Talking about Andreas Antonopoulos. So you guys know I got this little side project I'm working on. I haven't told you what it is yet. Maybe I'll drop a little hint in this video. But little update from where I've been, what I've been doing. Those of you who've been following the channel for a while know that I had a truck and ended up losing the truck and heartbroken, and I worked construction for a while, licking my wounds, and I ended up saving my company and keeping it going. That's what I'm doing now. I'm a subcontractor for another owner-operator. I figure I'll make a little guy rich instead of a big guy, because that's how I roll. I like little people like me and you, possibly. There's my box right there. But anyway, I need to move forward a little bit. So Mr. Adorable. So I got this girl helping me with my business. She's a former employee of the same place that I was a former employee. 95% of our business dried up, and so did everybody's jobs that was there. And so what I'm basically doing, some hints, is I'm rounding up the people who worked there with me and saying, hey folks, the reason why this company was successful since 1979 was not because of the person running it. It was because of all of us peons letting him pee on us, and him raking in the dough and us not. So, my idea, let me roll down the window so I can breathe. My idea is, hey, why don't we all just pool our gifts and talents together and start our own thing? But anyway, so back to Mr. Adorable. This is so cool. So I'm working remotely from the truck, you know, and she's kind of being my legs on the round, going to chamber of commerce and doing the things that you need to do to, you know. She's a detail-oriented person. I'm a big picture person, if you haven't noticed that yet. But she is in that phase right now. I've been sending her videos, foundational videos, and I'll put the foundational videos that I've been sending her down in the description, so you can check them out. If you're new, you can learn right along with her. But she's in that phase where she's just getting it. You know, I gave her some Bitcoin a while ago, gave her some paper wallets for Bitcoin and Litecoin, because we're going to use Bitcoin and Litecoin. Those are the trusted cryptocurrencies that I feel that I can talk to my customers about using, and I can make an argument that I'm being fiduciary responsible, or however you say that. I don't know. I'm a truck driver. I don't speak English too good. You know that too. But so she's in that phase where it's like, oh my gosh, this stuff's awesome. And she's doing her digging and researching and trying to figure all this stuff out. And, you know, I've listened to Andreas, and I said, and I talked to her, I said, I'm making a video about you today. And she was like, no, don't do that. No, she, you know, she's real shy or whatever. But I said, no, you'll be all right. You know, and so But one of the video down below with Andreas is the one she watched, and she told me that he is adorable. I thought that was kind of funny. I mean, not funny, but I don't know, you know, it's just kind of neat because she's getting it. You know what I'm saying? We've all been there before. Most of us have, and if not, maybe you're getting there right now. But, you know, she sent me an email. You know, she was up at like 1 o'clock in the morning, like studying Mount Gox and how did that fail and trying to figure it out and doing all the research, you know. And I know Andreas, I watched a video on Andreas once where he was talking about, you know, he went into hiding for like a month and locked himself in a closet and didn't hardly come out, and family was worried about him. And she says, yeah, I know, I watched that video. He lost 28 pounds. So our code name for Andreas is Mr. Adorable. So because she's got a bit of a crush on you, buddy. So be forewarned if we ever meet up in person or whatever. But no, it's just cool, you know. You get into that phase, you know. When I got into my phase of the epiphany where you just discover it and you're like, you can't get enough of it, you know. I mean, I think I took 2 weeks and I figured out, because I was excited about Litecoin as well, because logically it follows if digital silver works, then, or digital gold works, then digital silver should work, right? And it's kind of what money is gold and silver, you know. So I figured those two concepts are strong enough and good enough for me, and I became a Bitcoin and Litecoin maximalist right off the get-go. You know, I learned something from the Bitcoin and Coffee interview that I was in, because I never realized it. You know, it was kind of weird. I actually bought Litecoin. I bought Bitcoin so I could buy Litecoin. That, I think, my first holdings. I'm a little warped or whatever, you know. You know, people, when Litecoin was down at 380 and stuff, my comments on the selling my house for Litecoin video were coming in all the time. Oh, what a fool, you know, you're whatever. And now it's like they're saying, you know, oh my gosh, what a genius, you're a rich man, and blah blah blah. And you know, neither are true. It's all perspective. Somebody loves me. But that's my text message. If you don't know, my nuclear reactor, I can hear it when the truck's running in this rattle trap. But no, just think back to them times when you were doing your study, and I figured out how to do BTCE. I figured out how to make paper wallets, and I figured out how to secure my Bitcoin. Keep your Bitcoin safe, as Mr. Bitcoin and Coffee Eugene Forrest always says. That's a good thing, man. We need more of that education on how to keep your Bitcoin safe. Look down in the links below, because there's a link to understanding on how to keep your Bitcoin safe. You don't store them on Coinbase. You don't store them on Jack's wallet. You don't store them on any of these wallets. You know, you either listen to Adam Meister and get yourself one of them doohickey things, the Nano, or what is the one, Trezor, or one of those hardware wallets. I think they're probably pretty safe. I'm just a buy and hold guy, so I just use the paper wallets. But now, Mr. Adorable, you got a fan out there. I imagine you got a lot of fans out there. But I suppose that's enough hints on my business. I was going to give you some more, but I gave you, pretty much kind of told you. But don't tell anybody what I told you, okay? It's between you and me. Adios, muchachos.